All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. We are officially back with the stream, ladies and gentlemen. I know. I'm at least like 14 minutes late to my own stream. Had to do a little couple things and jump straight on it. So yeah, man, I'm officially here. I'm officially here, officially back with another live stream. Super excited, super happy to be here. Um, yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. What are y'all up to? What is going on? Hmm? Yeah. Give me a second here. What are you up to? What is going on? I said I'm gonna try and stay as consistent with my streams as possible. So this is definitely me keeping in on the stream. Um, and just having a little stream, man. I'm off work. I'm off work. So I'm trying to enjoy it. This is one of those things I'm trying to enjoy. I did manage to put out a couple of videos today, so I'm very proud of myself for that. Just been trying to stay on it. I think this one, the latest one I dropped, is a real good one. And I also did the reaction to Now You See Me, Now You Don't. The funny thing is, I've never seen any of those movies. Ever. Ever. Never, ever, 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 ever. I have not seen any of those movies. Anyway, what is going on, man? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Let me put this down here real quick. Please. PLE. I can't spell for shit. All right, now please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, people. Please hit the like button. So, anyway, yeah, man. Your boy is back, live streaming again. I've been doing a couple streams, mostly through my car, where I've kind of just been chilling and streaming that way. I've been trying to do some little streams in between my big ones throughout the week, just to try and get my watch hours up. As of this live stream, live stream, I'm sitting at 2,379. So I'm really trying to cut back on checking my watch hours and really only check them probably like once a month. Just because like the views haven't been crazy. So I'm only checking them like every once a month. So hopefully by the end of next month, by the time I check them again, they will be looking a lot better. But anyway, as y'all can see, the topic of the stream, will 2025 be the return of the superhero franchise? I know you're probably looking at this like, what in the world is he talking about? So basically, what I'm talking about is, like obviously, how can I say this? Obviously, what is it? The Avengers Endgame was like the curtain call for superhero films. It was like the end all be all, right? Now, here we are in 2025, what, 6 years later, and things just have not been great for the superhero franchises. They had a stranglehold on movies since the first Avengers film all the way to Endgame. It was like anything else that was coming out, whether it was a new idea, whether it was a returning IP, it just was not getting in the way of um the MCU, right? Even the DCU was pretty much its own demise. And so here we are in 2025, and obviously things have been not so great. And um you got the end of the DCEU, which from 2 years ago, and now it gave birth to James Gunn's DCU, and of course you still have the continuation of the MCU, but now we've got way more content because you got a lot more movies dropping from year to year. You got TV shows dropping as well. That's one thing we didn't have back then, was TV shows in the MCU. So to me, it's just a lot of stuff that we're getting, right? And obviously, we got this new Superman dropping. I did a video about this, talking about James Gunn inserting himself into everything. I mean, the guy is on every single promotion poster. Well, not every poster, but he's like on a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it is difficult to, you know, look at it as you know anything than a James Gunn promotion or a James Gunn insert, because he's in everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. It's just crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just been crazy with this going on. But um I don't know. My excitement for the new Superman film right now is on a scale from 1 to 10. I'd probably say is at least at a 6 right now. It's at least at a 6 right now. And I want to get excited for it, but it is difficult as hell to be excited because it feels like everything that we are being told, everything we're being shown, has mostly all be about what James Gunn is inserting into this movie. From the dog to you seeing him in every single uh, behind the scenes piece, to even the intro, I believe, to the cartoon show Creature Commandos. He was in that. So it's like a lot of stuff that James Gunn is being inserted into. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just kind of crazy. Um, it's just kind of crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm trying to be positive about it, man. I'm trying to be positive about it, and be hopeful. But it's very difficult. It is very difficult. Second thing, we got the Fantastic Four. First steps, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm not really a big Fantastic Four fan, so it's like I'm not really super excited about the Fantastic Four dropping. I've seen the trailers, done reactions to them, and my excitement for those is the same as Superman. I'm on a scale from 1 to 10. I'm at least at a 6. I'm at least at a 6 when it comes to that movie because I don't know. I just don't know. I hope they get it right. Obviously, when you look at what we had in the past, you had um, the early 2000s Fantastic Four, and though I watched both those films, the second one was a lot shorter than the first one, though. I remember that. And then, of course, fast forward, you had the mid 2010s Fantastic Four. I never watched it. I think I started to one day, but it's like if I feel like a movie, especially an IP like that, is not going anywhere, then I won't watch it. There's a lot of DCU movies that I didn't watch. DCE EU movies I did not watch because the stories didn't really go anywhere. They were just like single movies that didn't go anywhere. Like to this day, I still ain't watched either of the Shazam films or what was the other thing that came out? The second Wonder Woman film, which completely got trashed. Okay, so yeah, it's just been a little crazy trying to get excited for a lot of these properties, um, and it's making me wonder. Like I said, is this the year that the superhero franchise returns? Or Cape's gonna fly again? Is the Fantastic Four gonna return the MCU to its rightful place? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. And the reason I say this is because it's gonna take more than one film. That's the one thing everybody keeps on asking. Every time you turn around, it's the same story. Is this movie gonna save the MCU? Is this movie gonna save the MCU? And it's like, no, it takes more than one movie. It takes more than one show. Everybody was kind of nitpicky when it came to the Daredevil TV show. I still have to go back and watch the first 3 seasons and see what it was that people had issue with. But as far as like we got Thunderbolts coming out in like a week or something, a few days. I definitely plan on seeing that because I like the promotion stuff they put out. Like I think the second and third trailer I really get interested in, even though I didn't plan on watching any more trailers, because I usually always watch the teasers and the first. Thunderbolts is not one of my high movies I was high on, so I was like, okay, let me go ahead and watch the rest of the trailers. I haven't watched any of the clips or did any reactions to them though, but I have watched the other. I've watched all the trailers, and it has got me very, very curious, very curious, especially with this villain. I forgot his name. But whatever the villain's name is, the way he's able to turn people into shadows, like what in the world are you gonna do with somebody like this? Even if you had Thor and Captain America and Iron Man and all these different characters, and even Doctor Strange. I mean, what are they supposed to do against this? The Void, right? That's his name, the Void. What are they supposed to do against this? I have no idea, no clue whatsoever. So yeah, it's pretty nice to sit here and talk about um the Thunderbolts movie because this was really one of those kind of like sleeper movies where nobody expected it to be good. I think as of right now, let me check. I'm actually curious to see this for myself. I think as of right now on Rotten Tomatoes, I think it actually has a pretty high score. Let me see. Rotten Tomatoes, um, Thunderbolts. What is the score for Thunderbolts right now? I think it's actually pretty high. I think it's like a 96 or a 97. It might be 98. But I'm trying to look it up right now, but I'm pretty sure it's a pretty high score for the Thunderbolts. And let's see here. Actually, it's actually at 89. That is really high. So for a movie that wasn't supposed to get a very high score, it's at 89, which is pretty crazy for this movie. Also, I did post a link. Anybody want to go ahead and jump in, man? I'm used to doing solo streams. If anyone want to jump in, hey, the link is down here. So yeah, the Thunderbolts coming out very, very soon. very, very soon. Actually, May 2nd, so it's coming out, like, this week coming up, right? And, yeah, I won't be seeing it open the weekend. I'll probably have to wait a little while. Um, my goal whenever I see movies, especially ones that I wanna see, I always wanna check them out in IMAX. I did actually want to see Sinners again in IMAX. I saw it the first time around in regular, but I wanna see it in IMAX. I didn't see it in IMAX. You know what I'm saying? I wanna see it in IMAX. So, yeah, yeah, I wanna see it in IMAX because I love seeing movies in IMAX. Like, we got AMC, Cinemark are the 2 closest theaters to me, and then there is also Regal. I haven't been to a Regal theater in a while. And Cinemark I haven't been to in a while, even though it's super close. And we got AMC not too far. But I like going to AMC. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they got the Dolby Vision. And it is crazy. If you ain't watched the movie in Dolby Vision, man, dude, that thing will blow your eardrums. For real. That Dolby Vision. I took my wife to go see the Black Mask. I think like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and literally we were sitting in the back seats, kind of towards the middle. Yo, that movie was blowing your eardrums out the whole entire time, man. It's crazy, but we had fun. We had a good time. You know what I'm saying? But as far as just me watching movies, if it's a movie I want to see, I got to see it in IMAX. If it's something I'm not too high on, then I don't have a problem seeing it in regular. But I want to see Sinners again. And of course, I want to catch Thunderbolts in IMAX. One of the craziest things that I've seen people get into lately is the popcorn buckets. I mean, them popcorn buckets. I know they got to be pretty pricey, probably like 20 some dollars or more. I saw the one for the accountant too, which was like it was like the sleeper. It was like a camper. It was like a camper. I saw the camper at the store. They had maybe like 6 or 7 on the table, but you basically just, like, pop it open and just put the popcorn in there. But I saw that, it's like 20 bucks or something. The one I thought was interesting was the mask from the Red Guardian for, Thunderbolts 2. I thought that mask looked pretty cool. I thought that one looked pretty cool. So, yeah. But like I said, this year, will it be the return of the superhero franchise? Like I said, Superman is coming. Even though I think with all the stuff inserting from James Gunn, it does leave me worried because of the simple fact that you know, it's just a lot of stuff right from James Gunn. Like I said, he's in all the photos. He added this kind of personal dog into this. It's not the actual crypto dog we've seen from cartoons past. So it's gonna have a lot of people on the fence when it comes to this. A lot of people are kind of on the fence. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, and then, of course, like I said, you got Fantastic Four. I don't know if we are still going to get the TV show. What is it? The TV show Ironheart. I have not heard or seen anything about Ironheart since she was in um the movie. I can't think right now. My brain is just. But yeah, ever since she was in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, I've hardly heard anything about her character or anything that she's going to appear in. I know there was the whole pushback due to the writer's strike. So who knows if she's gonna appear in anything coming up, you understand what I'm saying? But yeah, so there's that. Um and then, just like I said, with the direction that the DCU is going in, I'm hoping that is going to be something worth watching. Let me see here, let me see here, let me see here, let me see here, let me see here. I gotta see something real quickly. Superman news. So I'm trying to look up something real quick while I'm sitting there talking to y'all. Hopefully I can find it. Um, hopefully I can find it. By the way, there's something I did want to talk about. What is it with this James Gunn super shit um, you know, tags going around, man? What is up with this? Somebody got to explain this to me. Like, what is this crap going on with James Gunn and these monkeys and him having them in this movie? You understand? Like, I don't know what's up with that. I did talk about that in some of my video a little bit, where I'm like, it just looks really, really it just sounds really stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then a lot of people are going back and bringing up James Gunn's history. If you know, you know. So yeah, it's like it's just not looking good. Um, yeah, it's just not looking good with you know what James Gunn is doing as far as putting stuff into this new movie. I'm trying to find the photo where he's standing with Lois Lane and they're like in some rubble, but I can't seem to find this damn thing. But it's basically like him standing in some rubble. Um, and the suit honestly looks good. The suit actually looks really good. I think I just found it. Let me see if I can find a better shot of it though. I'm not be able to find it. This is crazy. But yeah, there's a photo where him and Lois Lane are looking at each other, and in the image, this suit looks really really good. Like it looks really sleek, as if as if it actually fits his uh his body. And compared to the other photos, that's the best looking one that I've seen. Some of the other ones that they've shown look like straight crap. But yeah, anyway, I can't seem to find this damn thing. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all seen it by now. A lot of people have probably talked about it. But there is a suit, a photo where he's standing there with Lois, and he it actually looks like fitted. The suit actually looks fitted. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it looks really good. I don't know if it's a different suit, but the only thing I wish they would have got rid of was the damn lines because I still don't like the lines in this suit. I think it looks terrible. But the big thing is like every day, you know what I'm saying? It's getting a little harder and harder to defend, you know what I'm saying, this Superman movie coming out, or at least James Gunn for the decisions that he's making. Because it's like, he's doing a lot of self inserting of his own things into the movie, and that's not what this is about. If you want to do that, you should have dropped a James Gunn documentary all about himself. So yeah, I think it's a little crazy. I think it's a little crazy. But I'm trying to be I'm always like I always say, I'm trying to be positive and open minded about it. But, I'm getting a little worried. I'm getting a little worried. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, that's that when it comes to the Superman stuff. So back over to Marvel, like I said, we do got this back over to Marvel. We do got the Fantastic Four coming out. And yeah. And then I know they just started shooting Avengers Doomsday. And there's a lot of people saying that they don't think it's gonna come out in May of next year because they just started shooting this year. So I wouldn't be surprised if it gets pushed back. I would not be surprised if the movie gets pushed back. Um, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the movie gets pushed back, just because just because if in a small way, it feels like they're rushing it because of the fact that they couldn't get nothing right with the King storyline, so they had to kind of pivot and go with this Doctor Doom, which everybody wanted in the first damn place. Anybody new here? Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. So, yeah, it feels like they had to go in this crazy direction with, you know, with the Doctor Doom, because obviously they couldn't get the story for they couldn't get the story right with King the Conqueror. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna see if I can actually go to James Gunn's Twitter because it's really bothering me that I cannot find this photo of Lois Lane and Superman in this Rebel together. I think it's a very interesting look. I'm trying to find it. I ain't gonna lie, man. I actually got uh as my background. I actually got the photo of David Cornsweat Superman flying. Um, I actually got the photo of him flying as the background. I think it's really cool. That poster looks really cool. That's about the only coolest thing that I've seen when it comes to what James Gunn has done so far is the poster for. Let me see if I can try and find it real quick. Let me see. I had to jump over to Twitter, and I'm trying to see if they got the set photo with him standing in a rebel. I wonder if it got took down for some type of reason. I wonder if it got took down for some reason. But there's a photo of them together, and they're standing next to each other. For some reason, I cannot seem to find it, and it's so strange. It's so weird. Honestly, I think even if I seen a photo where they actually where they took away the his butt his the whatever you want to call it, man, the booties, his underwear. I honestly don't think having Superman with underwear would be such a bad idea. I honestly don't think Superman running around without underwear would be such a bad idea. Just for the simple fact that we live in a different timeline, you know what I'm saying? Like it's 2025. And I was watching some of what Tyrone Magnus had to say. Um and he made up some good points about, this he made up some good points about the self-insertion and what James Gunn is doing as far as like trying to do with the Superman movie. You know what I'm saying? Um so I thought that was a pretty cool video. But yeah, I'm just not able to find this photo of Superman and Lois on set together. It might have got took down. That's crazy, but um, it was online some days ago. But the Super looks really good. It looks really clear. They're standing there, and it's like the cleanest photo you probably ever see of Superman's suit. It looks real sleek. It looks like the best that I've seen of his suit. But I don't know what it is. It's like the translation from what we've seen from that to what we've seen has looked like crap. You understand what I'm saying? It's looked like crap. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, like I said, this is it's a little late stream than what I'm used to, mostly because I'm always doing day streams. Um, Work and some other stuff got in the way, so I couldn't have my stream on Saturday at my normal time this past weekend. So I decided to go ahead and have it today. So yeah, I decided to go ahead and have this today. I'm actually very proud of myself. I'm actually very proud of myself for just streaming more often. A lot of times I feel like I have to force myself to do it because it's like after I spend a week making videos, sometimes I'll drop one, two, three videos in a day, right? And that's usually what 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like 10 videos in a week. Ooh, you think I was getting paid to do this? After dropping that many videos in a week, it's like usually I kind of look forward to having the weekends to just chill, but it's the best time for me to do a stream, and that's the reason I started doing them on Saturdays, because mostly my Sundays are usually like taken up, so it's easy for me to do it on Saturdays, sooner rather than later. So that's the only reason this one got switched to today. But let me see something. Let me see something, because there was actually maybe if I just bring up the photo or the video and just bring it up. I know I keep talking about this, but I'm like really, really bothered by this. It's crazy. Um, Let me see. If I can't see it, then it's fine. But I'm gonna see if I can get this right. So yeah. Anyway, switching gears here just a little bit more, man. So I am still waiting to get the Rippaverse Ice 3 comic book. I don't even think they even started shipping out yet. Um, I don't even think they even started shipping out yet. Um, and I ordered the book back in February. So, I think that's one of those things why I'm kind of like on the fence about ordering anymore. Um, Rippaverse stuff. Like I know he's been dropping a bunch of new books, but it's been hard. Like I forgot that I even put the damn thing out. I forgot I ordered the damn thing days ago. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, okay, I actually found it. I actually found it. Here we go. So I'm gonna try and share this screen because this is bothering the hell out of me. So I'm gonna let y'all see this. Hopefully I can bring this up. Share screen, tipsy. There we go. All right, here we go. So, as y'all can see the image here, man. Y'all can see the image here, man. You got David Corn Sweat and you got Lois Lane. Not sure who the actor is that plays Lois Lane. But as you can see here, man, she has the purple iconic shirt with the black pants, and of course the long black hair that really gives off that Lois Lane look. So I think she looks fantastic. And of course, on the other side of her, you've got David Corn Sweat, our new Superman. And obviously he's got the red cape in the big suit. And I wish I could zoom on this, but I can't. But anyway, his suit, it looks more sleek than anything I've seen so far um lately. This is probably the sleekest I've seen this suit look. There's been a bunch of photos where he's had a bunch of wrinkles in the suit and stuff like that going on. The biggest issue I have with the suit is all these goddamn lines and all these different little like pieces where it's kind of broken up into three parts here, like the shoulders and the elbows and the arms. I hate it. And then you got this big ass yellow belt with these big red fucking trunks. I mean, the only thing that's nice on there is the damn cape because it has the gold S on the back. Even the S on the suit, it looked better in like the photos where it was close up on the chest, but now they look like it now that I'm looking at it more, it looked like it's screen printed onto the chest. It doesn't look right. Like y'all gonna have to help me figure. Y'all need to help me out here. Okay, help me out here. Help me figure this out. How in the world do you go from a Henry Cavill suit, which in my opinion is still, excuse me, the gold standard of Superman suits, to this? This is like 5 steps back from what we got. Okay, there's no way in the world y'all sitting there telling me on God's green earth we went from there's no way in the world y'all telling me on God's green earth we went from peak Superman to what we got now. Hold on, let me go and stop sharing so I can see what the hell I'm talking about. This right here, peak mother effing Superman. Look at this. No lines, just straight fitted suit with a nice cape. I ain't gonna lie. At first when I saw it, and they were like, "Oh, it looks like Bizarro color suit." I could not stop seeing it. But then the more that I actually got a chance to see it, I was like, you know what? It actually does look like that. But then um I started to like get past it and started to actually grow on me after a while. And I actually like the dark color suit they had in movies more than they actually had the light color suit in movies. You understand what I'm saying? So how did we get this damn suit? I don't know. It boggles my mind. It really does. And to me, it just feels like a huge step backwards when you look at just, the suit. Like, let me show you something real quick, man. 'Cause some of y'all non-believers, man, y'all need to believe, man. Y'all need to believe. You need to believe. You understand what I'm saying? I don't understand. How in the world did we get? How in the world did we get? You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm gonna show y'all real quick, man. So y'all non-believers will believe what I'm telling y'all, man. I won't have any of the sound playing though. I won't have any of the sound playing though, but I'll go ahead and zoom it up so you can see what I'm saying. So any of y'all non-believers can feel what I'm saying. Look at this. Look at that cape flapping. I won't have the sound on because it always sounds crazy. But look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this cape flapping. Look at this fitted suit. Fitted suit. Look how good this looks. Look how good this looks. Y'all cannot tell me, man, that this ain't the gold standard of Superman suits. How in the world do we go from this beautiful fitted suit to what we got now? Somebody please explain this to me, man. I mean, the shine coming off the suit, man. I'm trying to get a better look at it while he's flying, but. But I remember being in the theater during this scene, man, and it was awesome. But look at the cape, man. Look at the S. Look at that flapping. That beautiful material flapping. Look at that, man. The way the screen looks. Look at him. Look at this. It looks amazing. Phew. It is awesome. You understand what I'm saying? The S on his chest. I'm trying to see if there's something else that I can find here. Let me see. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm still sharing. So let me see. Henry Cavill's um meets Zod. Because I think there's a better look at it in the movies, in the scenes, if I can find it. You understand what I'm saying? Even behind the scenes, look at this. You know what I'm saying? Like the suit, it looks really, really cool. You understand what I'm saying? Like you just can't get this suit. It's like damn near perfect. You understand what I'm saying? This suit looks damn near perfect. You understand what I'm saying? And just what we got now going on. I don't know how we got away from this. But anyway, I'm gonna stop sharing now. But I don't know how we got away from that to what we got going on right now. You understand what I'm saying? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like Superman's suit, that was peak Superman. And now here we are with this um and you know, Superman suit. That suit was peak. How we got away from that to what we got now, I don't understand. I'm hoping he gets a new suit. I really do. I really hope that he gets a new suit somewhere in this movie. But I know I'm kind of switching gears here. So I was talking about the Ice 3 comic book. So as much as I've been wanting to jump back into the Ice and the Reaperverse comic books, I'm kind of finding myself kind of like, not as interested. I just think it's just taking too long for the comic books to get here. And I understand that he has his I know he has his like a bunch of comics that he's dropping, right? But it's just not as I don't know. It's a long wait. You know what I'm saying? I got it back in February and it's already April, finna be May, and it's like, dude, you know. So yeah. Anyway, no anybody jumps to, I'm gonna just go ahead and end it in a couple minutes. I'll probably wait till like 34, 35 minutes. But anyway, yeah, man. So I'm not really as interested in any Rippaverse comic books except for Ice 3. Maybe depending on how it is, I'll probably jump into maybe the next one or whatever other comic books I find interesting. But nothing lately that he's been dropping, I've been really finding myself like wanting to read. It's just been, you know, and I know he's got a lot of comic books dropping. He just did the Golden Patriot. One of the guys he works with, he's dropped his own comic books, the Rippaverse. So that's dropping. It kind of gives me like the OG, not the OG, but like the Zeo Power Ranger, Black Ranger, or Gold Ranger vibes with the way it looks. It looks like a Power Ranger. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyway, yeah, not too much going on right now. So not too much engagement going on tonight from the crowd. Like I said, I meant to do this last Saturday, but it got real busy. I expect the next one to be probably either this Saturday or next Saturday. I'll probably try and make time to do some small ones in between. But anyway, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. If anybody new comes across this, I'll check in my next one. Thank you all for watching, and we are done.